So what is failure trying to tell you? What if you never failed? How would we learn? How would we get better? And what even is failure? It's simply the result of the preparation that was or wasn't done in the lead up to getting that result. Winning is a result. Failure is a result. If I didn't get the result I wanted, I can now examine the preparation I did in order to get that result, and I can uncover what was missing, learn from it, implement the learnings, and then improve in whatever it is I'm doing. So the idea of failure as learning has served me really well in all areas of life. And I want to share a story from my boxing career that can be applied to all facets of life. So looking back on my amateur career, I had such great passion, incredible passion. I fell in love with the sport of boxing at about the age of 14. And in my first year of actual fighting as an amateur, later that at the end of the year, I went to the national championships and I beat the favorite. I was the underdog, and I beat him on the first in the first level. Anyway, I got to the finals, and I lost. I lost in the final. I got the silver, and I mean, I was disappointed, obviously. And I thought, well, what can I learn from this? And my ability to reflect on my results back then was pretty limited. So I thought, I've got to work more. I've got to do more work. Over the next few years, I actually, believe it or not, I got silver at multiple national titles. And this was against all different opponents. Every year, a different opponent, different weight class, because I was growing, and kept getting silver. It's really pissing me off. And when I was 17, Australian title fight, my fourth attempt, I think it was, made it to the finals again. I'm fighting this big, tall fighter. Halfway through the fight, I come back to the corner, and I'm like, "Oh, I think my tooth's out," to my coach, and he's like, "No, it's not. Just don't worry, keep fighting." Anyways, I get to the end of the fight, and this guy wins on split decision. Again, all these fights were really close. So he just won, and my jaw was sore. Anyways, the next day I get an x-ray and it's snapped down here. So I get surgery from that. And again, I think, how can I get better? I've got to do more. I've got to do more. And there's a threshold of how much more you can do. And more for me at that time was not the answer. So ultimately, what were the results that I was getting trying to tell me? So what was the failures that I was getting trying to tell me? And for me, it wasn't more work. As I said, it was, I needed to look into the details into understanding how to peak as a fighter. I needed to get more professional, become more professional, more mature, take more responsibility around other aspects of the finer details of my boxing life, and not just do more. That's the easy path, you know. So I had to get smarter. That was, in hindsight, I had to get smarter. I had to build and develop a better connection with my coach and more trust there. I had to take a new level of responsibility and understanding around my nutrition and keeping my weight down and all that sort of thing. And I didn't do that, and it really come back to me with a lot of injuries, and I thought I could just get away with doing more, but sometimes more isn't the better answer. It's how can we get smarter. So the truth is, I kept making the same mistakes because I didn't listen to what was I didn't listen to the failure and what it was truly telling me. I didn't dive into truly understanding what the failure was telling me. But anyways, how do we take this same lesson and apply it to other aspects of our life? And this is some ways I've done it. So, for example, people who are not getting the relationship they want in life. So, well, what is that failure or result telling you? It's just a result. So maybe it's telling you you need to get to greater social awareness. Maybe you need to work on some insecurities, learn how to detach from the outcome and just have more fun, enhance your communication skills, maybe learn more about attraction, love, connection, all that sort of thing. That you can go deep into that. Maybe there's finer details that you're missing. Now, what about arguing with your partner? If it's a consistent pattern, there's learnings that need to be taken. And what is that failure, relationship failure result? Not really. No, there is no failure, just a result. So what is that telling you? So maybe we need to reflect on it as objectively as possible. Ask, where do I need to take responsibility? Why am I trying to fight with my partner and not being on the same team? That's a common one. You competing against other when we forget you have the same highest intention. You both want the same thing. We don't need to fight. We need to collaborate. And how can we overcome this as a team? That's a huge one in relationships. Maybe there's unmet needs, unspoken unmet needs that it all needs to come out on the table. Maybe your needs are not being met. Maybe their needs are not being met. Ultimately, if you want to resolve it, we need to look at the result, reflect on the result, take the learnings, implement the learnings, and we can move forward. If I didn't get the job I wanted, I know a guy who he kept applying for the firefighters and he couldn't get in, and he kept going and he eventually got in. But the way he got in was he kept trying. Obviously, he'd reflect on what he did or didn't do in preparation. He needed to dive deeper in the details. What haven't I learned that these other guys know that I don't? It's just constantly implementing these. Reflect, learn, and implement is just such a powerful way to improve in any area of our life. And anyways, I'm just blabbling now. Blabbling. But anyways, I'm just rambling now, so I'm going to end the video. This is Luke Bunder from Luke Bunder Coaching. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you learned something or took an insight or an idea for your own life that you can reflect on and apply into your life. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.